Well, the clock is officially ticking for TikTok to be sold or be banned in the U.S. And as you can see, people on the app are not happy about their days being numbered. There are now just 9 months or 274 days left before the app goes dark. And with over 170 million Americans who use TikTok in the U.S., it's safe to say the ban will affect a lot of people. Earlier today, President Biden signed a foreign aid bill, and buried inside was a provision that forces TikTok's Chinese-owned parent company, ByteDance, to sell the app within 9 months or be banned altogether in the U.S. TikTok is vowing to fight back, saying the bill is a clear violation of the First Amendment rights of millions of Americans.
Rest assured, we aren't going anywhere. We are confident, and we will keep fighting for your rights in the courts.
But many lawmakers and national security officials are concerned the Chinese government has access to user data through the app, or worse, the ability to use TikTok to influence American politics and culture. Joining us now to talk more about this is Gordon Chang. He's a journalist, lawyer, and author of China is Going to War. Gordon, it's so great to see you on our program. Okay, help us understand this because you know China very well. ByteDance is putting up a fight right now. Are they bluffing? Or would they be willing to sell for the right price?
Well, the Chinese government's not going to let them sell what's really important in TikTok, the secret sauce, the curation algorithm, the algorithm that determines what your kids see and what they don't see. China has put that on a list of items which have to have approval before they can be sold. Now, the other thing, though, is, this is Project Texas, Oracle. They have actually access to the algorithm. So I don't know, how much leverage China has in all of this.
So if it does sell, let's just say they do agree to sell, can the U.S. ensure that there's not some kind of back door where China still has access to American data?
Well, it depends who buys it. And so, for instance, if it is bought by Oracle, being Oracle has had a long relationship with TikTok, then they probably can design something that China will not have access to it. But if China still has the algorithm, and that is a real problem, then the national security threats don't go away, because then China can use the app in order to propagate narratives. And some of those are actually harmful for American kids, like promoting suicide, illegal drug use, self-harm.
So FBI Director Christopher Wray has been sounding the alarm on China for a while now, but recently really saying that Chinese hackers have been in our infrastructure and are willing to activate at the time of their choosing. Is there concern that because China is apparently very upset about this new bill, that they may retaliate in response?
Well, China could retaliate, but they probably wouldn't do so until the eve of a war, because the capabilities that China have would be very helpful to disable America's ability to defend itself and its friends and allies. And so I don't think that they would actually go to that extent just over the TikTok bill. But, they could do some other things.
So let me ask you this. This was very interesting. Despite signing the bill into law today, President Biden's campaign came out and said that they are still going to be using the app themselves to get in front of voters. I mean, is this mixed messaging coming from him that he's saying it's not safe for Americans, yet he's going to be using it?
Well, I'm sure the president likes signing this bill because under the House bill that had passed earlier, there was going to be a 6-month window, which would have been before the November 5th election. This is a 9-month window, which can be extended 3 months. And really what that means is that the Biden campaign can continue to use this. And the president clearly wants to. He shouldn't be doing that because this is a threat to the people who are on TikTok, but he really wants to get elected.
Yeah, he absolutely does. And we know that former President Trump has come out and pointed the finger and said it wasn't me. So we'll see how this plays out. Gordon, great to see you this evening.